dragon. But anyway, my next raid was on the very next base, number 4, and this is a Town Hall 10. And I drew up a pretty detailed plan for attack here, and it's a totally different style of LaLoon. So in this base, the air defenses are very exposed. So that's the reason I was able to use the strategy on this base. Also, the queen is very exposed, and I knew I could take out this one air defense and the queen at the same time with my heroes and with a golem, so I went ahead and did that. And then my goal with this base is to kind of, again, usually when you're doing the LaLoon raids, you want to pick a direction to rotate around the base. So my direction I chose was this direction. So I used a wizard to take this out so that my kill squad would come in here and take out the queen, and then they were supposed to go this way. We did have some technical difficulties with the clan kill because these guys had max wizards, and that was annoying. But we did get through it, and then a hound on each air defense, and balloons right behind the hound to get in there and take that out, and then balloons kind of flanking it. So do a hound supporting balloons, hound supporting balloons, flanking balloons, hound supporting balloons, flank. So anyway, that was the plan, and it did work out really well. And this was a very, very close raid. You can see I had 3 seconds left. So the reason it turned out to be so close is just because man, those builders just fleed in terror. That was awesome. So yeah, I had the witch, and I thought, hey, this witch will help me. If there's any stragglers from the clan castle, the Larrys will kind of muck them up and mess them up. But yeah, this guy had all these wizards. I mean, just one archer and all these wizards, so it's a huge pain in the butt. So I do drop the lightning right on their heads, and the lightning spell does not manage to kill all those wizards. So the wizards actually do take out my golems, which is pretty unfortunate. I have forced to use my king's ability, and he goes down. But luckily, those barbarians generated from the king kind of muck those guys up a little bit, and my archer queen gets in there, and she takes him out. And then she has a duel to the death with this last wizard here. He zaps her once, it almost kills her. So I quickly use her ability, she takes him out, and then there goes the air defense. So now I'm good to drop my hounds, and I dropped 3 balloons. In hindsight, what I should have done is I should have dropped the hound 2 balloons and waited, and then dropped 2 more in the same location, because the way I do it here, these balloons end up not actually killing the air defense. And I've only watched this back once, so I'd like to try to figure out why that is. So Rage on the corner to help speed this up. You can see here, for some reason, yeah, all the balloons just don't even go on the air defense. They all, I don't know what happened there, because that doesn't happen on these other sides. They move on to the air defense, so I don't know why that happened. But you can see here, I'm just making sure that Rage goes on to the balloons, so they speed through the part that's heaviest with defenses. Luckily, I did get balloons in on that air defense. And you can see here, a balloon can tank an expo just fine. Balloon, not a big deal. And there's definitely a point in this raid where I could have saved like a balloon somewhere to just back end and deal with this Tesla. I honestly did not think it would be that close. And my, him having max wizards in the clan castle definitely made things a little bit more scary. But luckily, these balloons break, and I think this is actually really good. The balloons break off, and they go for these storages. I think if the pups had to go for the storages, I think I would have probably ran out of time. At this point, I'm just watching, and I'm just, man, I hope they can finish on time. But luckily, I did have quite a few pups left, and the balloons rotated around basically perfectly. The only thing that could have been better is if the balloons split up at the end. So yeah, I had 3 seconds left at the end of this raid, so it was really, really close with the cleanup. I don't think you're gonna run into a whole lot of clan castles that are all wizards like that. Usually people have witches and like 1 or 2 wizards, or they'll have like a Valkyrie or maybe some minions or something like that, or even a dragon. But if you're luring a dragon, your archer queen can take out the dragon really no problem. So kind of weird. I definitely wasn't expecting to just be all wizards, but managed to deal with it anyway, and it's really cool to be able to show 2 different types of LaLoon strategies executed successfully in a war.